We are going to discuss first chapter of Preetha Arora, that is getting started with Python. We will discuss the following topics in this video, so please don't skip the video and try to watch it till the end. Before talking about Python, first we are supposed to talk about some important terminologies. So, what is program? As we know that computers can perform millions of instructions in a second, but the problem is that it cannot understand our language. So, it requires a program to be written to instruct what needs to be done. So, here comes the definition of program. So, program is nothing but a set of instructions written in a sequence that guides the computer to solve a particular task. Here in this picture, the user in the right hand side gives the set of instructions to the computer. Now the computer works on these instructions and return the output. So these set of instructions are nothing but the program. So the process of writing a program is called as programming. Now we know what is program and what is programming language. Before starting to program, we need to follow some steps. Our first step will be to understand the problem. In this step, we will be analyzing the entire problem. So once if we are clear about the problem, then we can think about the possible solutions. And our third step will be to select the best solution among those possible solutions. Once if all these three steps are done, now we can write step-by-step instructions to solve the problem, that is nothing but program. These programs can be done with the help of programming languages. So in this chapter, we are going to discuss about Python. So programming languages have been created to meet the needs of programmers and individual users. So in the next slide, we will be discussing about the fundamentals of Python. As we all know that Python is a programming language, and by using Python, we can write programs. These programs helps us to instruct the computer to do a particular set of tasks. So Python is widely accepted because of its flexibility, simple in nature and easy to understand. And Python is an open source, object-oriented, high-level programming language developed by Guido van Rossum in 1991 at the National Research Institute for Mathematics. Our second topic is features of Python. Python is an interactive interpreted language. Interpreter is nothing but it converts the instructions written in a high-level language. Now look at this picture. In this, interpreter is a tool which converts human language into machine language, and also it converts machine language into human language. That is, when we write a program, interpreter will convert it into a format that can be easily understood by the computer and vice versa. Python is widely accepted because of its salient features. So, look at this picture. Now, the features of Python are, it's easy to use, it's expressive, free and open source, high-level language, and it's portable, and it's also object-oriented, extensible, embedded, interpreted, large standard libraries, GUI programming, and dynamically typed. Our third topic is advantages of Python. So our first advantage is it is platform independent. That is, it can be accessed in various platforms like Linux, Windows and Mac OS. And the second advantage is readability. That is, it can be easily read by everyone. And the third advantage is object oriented. And the fourth advantage is high productivity. Simple and extensive libraries are the reason for its high productivity. And the next advantage is less learning time, and the next advantage is GUI and syntax highlighting. Earlier we used Python 1.0, but now we are using Python 3.6.5. You can download the latest version in this URL. Now I will be discussing how to download the Python ideally and how to interact with that ideally. So for downloading Python, the link has been given in the description box. So by clicking that link, you will be getting the page like this. So here it's given as download the latest version for Python. So click to this. Now it's getting installed. So to write and run Python programs interactively, we can either use command line window or the IDLE. So IDLE is nothing but it's a simple integrated development learning environment that comes with Python. The most important feature of IDLE is that it is a program that allows the user to edit, run, browse and debug a Python program from a single interface. So now Python IDLE comprises of both Python shell as well as Python editor. Python shell is nothing but it is an interactive mode, whereas Python editor is a script mode. So now what do you mean by interactive mode? So Python shell is an interactive window where you can type in the Python code and see the output on the same window. So this is the interactive mode. Here you can type your code. For example, now I am going to type a string hello world. Yeah, now the output is getting displayed on the same screen. So this is the example of interactive mode. So now let us see some basic structure. So on opening Python shell shows a welcome message displaying its version and the copyright notice. After this, the command prompt followed by a blinking cursor gets displayed. So here is the blinking cursor, which means that it indicates that the IDLE is now ready to take Python commands from the user. So now this 3 greater than sign is also called as command prompt. So here you can type your required command. Now this same function can also be done using print function. Yeah, the output is getting displayed on the same screen. So Python is a case sensitive language, so we cannot use capital P for print function. See, we are getting an error. So now you must remember that while using the print command, the message or the argument to be displayed should be placed within quotation marks. If the argument is not placed with quotation marks, then the interpreter tries to evaluate the argument and displays the result. So now I am typing it without see, I am getting error. Now this Python IDLE can also be used as an calculator. Now let me show you an example. the above entered statements, we have performed mathematical calculations using print command. Here in this example, we are not giving this 3 plus 4 inside quotation marks. So it's considering this as an expression and returning as the value. So 3 plus 4 will be 7, and here it's a subtraction operator, and here it's a normal multiplication operator, and here it is a normal division operator. So now this is all about interactive mode. Now we are going to talk about script mode. So we are working with the interactive mode where there is no provision for holding or saving the commands that we typed at the Python prompt. All these commands along with their output get cleared as soon as we close the shell window. So this limitation can be overcome by working in the Python script mode where we can save the commands we are typing. So this switchover is carried out through Python shell itself. So for this, we are supposed to create a Python file. So file, new file. Yeah, by clicking file and new file, you got a screen like this. Here you can type your required commands. So here I am typing. So I'm typing like this here. Now you're supposed to save this file. So the main thing is that you're supposed to save this file using .py extension, which indicates that this particular file is a Python file. So I'm saving this with .py extension. Yeah, now after saving this file, you're supposed to click run and run module. So now you got the output for your previous program. So this is an example of script mode. So once you have done with all these things, you can exit this prompt by simply typing quit function.